Hi guys, Linxy here. So today we got important Byte by Night news to talk about, like important stuff that I've mentioned inside the Discord server of the game, to which you'll leave a link in the pinned comment for if you want to join, more information about why I got banned inside the server, and possible upcoming killers to the game. Well, before starting to talk about the possible release date of the game, let's firstly talk about why I got banned inside the Discord of the game. So, as you guys know, in my latest video, I talked about how I got banned, because in a previously made video, I had talked about how a few testers were leaking stuff about the game. Well, according to an admin, the main reason on why I got banned was not for leaking the game, because I never did that in the first place, but it was because I had mentioned such thing even happening. Basically, they did mention that if we talked about the situation in which a few testers had leaked the game, we would get instantly banned from the server and from the game when it will release. Pretty much. Well, I don't really care about a simple ban. When I got multiple accounts inside the server since the start, because I already knew that something like this would happen, but I did not want to talk about such thing happening because the developers do not want people to have dramas and other bad stuff associated with the game, which makes sense. Now, the reason why I did mention such leaking was because another YouTuber had made a video about what the owners had said. Therefore, I wanted to clarify inside my video why I was mentioned inside it in the first place. Now, I've agreed that I made the title and the video look way more dramatic than it actually is. That was done to get people to watch it, pretty much, but, of course, that still costed me a ban. Now, I want to salute a few people that were talking about me knowing that I was actually looking for messages in which I was mentioned. Meanwhile, I want to state that instead of just letting the devs know that someone had made a video about the situation, I decided to make another one. Meanwhile, mentioning that one in order to get a video out. The main reason is because the more the Discord server of the game grows, the more the developers get excited, meaning that they will work on the game even more to get it out as fast as possible. Now, talking about the game and its release date. Meanwhile, I was scrolling through random messages inside the Discord server of the game, and a few messages from people. I found a few stuff that the co-owner said about the game release date. Well, it was not confirmed, but it was basically stated. Then on why they changed the release goal date from late February to mid-March was to polish a few stuff and add a few more details. Pretty much, well, from what we can see in the messages that he had sent, he think that they might be able to get the game in that period of time. Well, besides this, he also stated that there will be a type of a trailer to announce the release date of the game, which was expected, but at least now we have it confirmed pretty much, and of course, I will let you all know about it when it releases. Well, meanwhile, I was trying to join inside the Discord server of the game with my banned account to see what would happen. I noticed that there was new render for Springtrap whenever you try to join. Now, after a few tries, I had managed to download the image to be able to put it inside an editor to brighten it up, because as most of you already know, a few images may contain secrets that can only be seen by elevating the bright of the image. Well, in this case, I had not found anything after brightening up the image, but I gotta say, this render looks pretty good, not gonna lie. And now, we will be talking about information about the game. Yeah, who would have guessed? Well, the legend that always helps me with videos had gave me a few screenshots in which we can see someone asking about the prices of a private server for Byte by Night, to which the server manager stated that these will be free pretty much. Now, I expected these to cost Robux so they could make some money from the game, but as I can see, that is not actually the case. But I do expect a donation board inside the game or something like that. Now, it's great that they do care more about people than about money, unlike a specific somebody, but they still need a way to generate revenue, especially after putting so much effort into this game. Now, of course, I do not expect the developers asking for 4,000 each just for one thing per separate, unlike another specific somebody, but they still need money to eat at the end of the day. Well, the other one is not important, because it just mentions something that we already knew, that there will be classes with the ability to stun the killers. Now, continuing with more information about the game, something which the man himself confirmed was that Enard will have 6 voice actors for all the character variants. Basically, Enard is pretty much a combination of multiple characters, but instead of just make it all into one, he decided that it was better to make it where the character had all his multiple voices, just like he does, making it look as realistic as possible. which is a great addition, I must say. And it also shows how much they really do care about the game. Well, something else which the man himself stated indirectly is that there will be something special for types of people inside the game. For example, YouTubers, testers, or developers. Well, he stated that he would love to see people getting chased for their special role. In this case, testers. Meaning that the testers will have a title or a tag next to their names to let people know that they are somewhat developers. Now, a YouTuber asked if YouTubers will also have a type of tag inside the game, to which the man himself answered with a very explanatory comment. And now, we will be talking about possible upcoming characters to the game. Possible means that these might come or not come at all, and upcoming means in future updates, because there will be 3 killers only when the game releases pretty much. All right. So firstly, we got a character named Pal Percy. Now, I got absolutely no idea who this character is. This is the first time that I hear about him, but its creator basically stated that he would consider a collaboration with the developers of Byte by Night if they would want to. Pretty much meaning that the developers can accept to collaborate with the creators of Percy at any time. Now, based on what a user said, Pal Percy has some unique abilities compared to the other characters, which might give the developers a good reason to collaborate with its creators so they can add the character into the game. But as of now, I do not know anything else about the collaboration. Well, besides this one, something which was considered but has a big chance of not happening was to collaborate with the creator of Buddy from FNAF 1 Remake. Now, the creator of Buddy stated that he does not like how the people from Roblox are, especially the ones which are around asymmetrical horror games. And I can completely understand that based on the crazy stuff that happens inside these games every week. It's literally a curse just like everyone says. Well, the creator of Buddy allowed a few asymmetrical horror games to use the character because the developers and fan base of such games are decent human beings. A very huge milestone for any asymmetrical horror game. Well, if everything goes well, maybe he and Byte by Night could collaborate to have Buddy added into the game. Now, I want to say that Buddy would take way more to be made compared to the other characters because of how big this one is, which will make it a little bit harder for the developers to adjust him to the maps. By the way, about the maps, the creators did mention that the maps are way bigger than they look like, but still, it will still be a hard character to add into the game. But before talking about the last possible upcoming killer, I wanted to mention that in the past months, I had made a few books that could help you with mental stuff like anxiety or worthlessness or any other stuff. These books are free for anyone who needs them, and you can find these inside my channel bio. And remember, when buying them, add a 0 and then add your email. Then the book will be sent to you. Hope these help. In a few days, I'll also create a book called Thanks You for Existing, or something like that, in which I'll explain why you matter from any point of view in an existential and universal way. Well, now let's continue talking about the last possible upcoming killer, which is Lolbit. Well, Ozzel did mention that he would like to see the character in the future, but he did not confirm that he will add it. Therefore, we will leave this as it is. And now, guys, I'll end the video here. See you in the next one. Bye.